Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us here at 4:30. A local college installs the final beam in a project that will always be under construction, and high-speed internet made accessible to more rural homes and businesses in Allegheny County today. We're going to talk about those things, but we begin today with a preview of a highly anticipated political event happening just 2 days right here on WBAY TV. It's the debate between the two 8th Congressional candidates, the Democrat Dr. Kristen Lyerly and Republican Tony Weed. They will take this debate stage at 7 o'clock Friday night. That will last an hour. It's set to be held at the Mothy Center on the UW Green Bay campus. Weed and Lyerly both running for their first term in public office, so this makes this their first official political debate. Jason Zimmerman joins us live now from outside the Mothy Center. Jason will be a panelist Friday night asking questions of the candidates. So, Jason, let's just start with what this is going to look like. Folks at home certainly familiar with what a presidential debate may look like. How is this going to be similar or on the other hand, not similar?
Chris, it'll be similar to some extent, especially for those people who decide to watch it on television. It'll be a little bit shorter, though, than some of the presidential debates that we've seen this summer. Those were 90 minutes. This one's going to be about 60 minutes. So we're not going to get to as many questions as those debates were able to in that longer period of time. But we are going to focus in on questions that are more relevant to voters here in Northeast Wisconsin. And so you're going to see some of that. You're going to see the two podiums set up on the stage, which they're working on right behind me. We were in there today to kind of take a look at the setup on the inside, and they're going to have those podiums in place sometime tomorrow. And there's going to be on the other side of the room a big screen that shows the time, which we'll be counting down, and that'll be part of moderator Cammie Rapson's job. But the format's going to be once we get through the opening statements, it'll go right to the questions. We will alternate directing the questions to each of the candidates. They will get initially a 90-second response followed by a 60-second response, and then the person who was asked the question will get the final 15 seconds.
Jason, on campus there begs the question, will there be folks in attendance at the Mothy Center? Will there be any audience, and will any of the audience members be allowed to ask questions of these candidates?
Well, none of the audience members will be allowed to ask questions, but we are allowing two college students to ask questions during this debate. One will ask a question the first half, another one will ask question the second half. And I say halves because we are breaking the debate up in the middle for a 2-minute break to allow us to recoup or allow the candidates a short break as well. But you're going to see that. And also out here on campus, I'm told that there could be some students attending. Both political parties are likely to invite some of their supporters. The building itself can hold 250 people. It's unclear how many will show up or if there's going to be a line out here to get in. They're not going to actually let people in the building, though, until around 6 o'clock Friday night. And everybody has to be in place by 6:50 in time for the debate to start at 7.
All right, Jason, candidates are probably doing some debate prep. I think people would want to know, will they have any advanced knowledge of what, not the questions word for word will be, but any of the topics? If they can't figure it out, that would be a problem, but nothing will be given to them ahead of time, I'm assuming?
No, we're not giving out any questions ahead of time. We're not even going to give out topics ahead of time. Okay. So everything will be a mystery to them when they walk in the door. But, you know, if you're running for office right now, you can probably imagine the topics that are out there. We're going off the biggest topics that are most important to voters in Northeast Wisconsin. So if you were to look at a list, and especially at some of the surveys that have gone out asking voters about particular items, you can guess what we're probably going to be asking about. But we're going to be a little bit more specific to cater those questions to the needs of voters here in our area.
All right, Jason, thanks so much for that preview. Again, Jason will be a panelist. That debate coming up right here on Friday night, the 8th Congressional candidates, right here on WBAY TV.